Look at that.
Look at that.
And this was the training, and now we're going to talk about the warming up. There's two different distinct forms of using the range. So I'll hand over to you guys. Thanks, guys.
So now we're going to try and free up and go out and play golf. Now, I put myself, I mean, I've watched almost every shot there. We do this stuff, we're no different. So I've hit no balls today. I need to warm up myself. I'm going to go and play. We're going to play with you guys. I need to warm up. Same thing. So I set off. The first thing I want to do, drop it. I want to get the club on the ball. It sounds as simple as you want, but I want to get it out the middle of the club as quick as I can. That's the first thing I like to do. Now, the thing, I look at the exercises you've been doing. I do those exercises so I can break into the mentality. For me, one of the things I love is that exercise there. For that, the main reason, but the difference is, Marcus knows my game, I know my game really well. As part of being a pro, that's what you do. This is the skill sets you guys are going to learn. That position there is so important for me because, boring, you've had 3 operations on my back, and my backswing's quite steep. I'm the same. If my backswing's steep and I start to early release, I hit the ball thin. Pros hate the ball thin, so that position there is great for me because it gets compression on the ball, comes higher off the face. So that's the first thing I want to do. You can call it a drill or whatever, but I'm not ready for making full swing. I've hit no balls. I'm not ready for making full swings. So I just want 3 shots, or 4, whatever. Just want to get it up the high off the face as quick as I can. So there's not much rotation there. That's me feeling. You've seen Marcus throw the disc down that way. That's me. You've heard him talk about reading the foam, whatever it is. You've just done that drill there. That's me feeling that. For a first shot, that was all I was looking for. So, I mean, it's quite warm today, so it warm up shouldn't be a problem. So what I'm saying, if you think about your club, so we're wanting up past the second groove up there, so that's already doing that. So again, no difference whatsoever. That's going quite now. So I now start bringing some rotation in with the same feeling. So that's just a fuller swing. So that's still that feeling for me, but then you bring in some rotation in both sides, higher ball flight, then you're starting to build your momentum up. Pulled, but I'm only thinking about strike at the moment, so I've parked that straight away. But if I was out on the course, I wouldn't be happy with that shot, but yeah. I'm happy to leave that because I'm still thinking about where I'm hitting that right now. 5 shots, I'm happy with that already.
We've just run an amazing first GRF golf school with Mind Factor, with Carl Morris, one of the world's leading performance coaches, at an amazing place, 2-day golf school. It's been fantastic at West Arts, hasn't it?
Yeah, great 2 days, wonderful location, incredible weather, a really good group. It's been a special couple of days.
And myself and the team, we're looking forward to the next couple of weeks because we're going to be coming out to Utah. GRF Golf's coming to America, and we're going to be in Utah at the end of June, first couple of weeks in July. We've got spaces available at our golf schools, and if you'd like to experience a GRF golf school, we'd love to see you there to help transform your game. And it's something, Carl, you've seen firsthand over the last 2 days, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been involved in golf for an awful long time now, 30 odd years, coaching at the sort of thick end of things. And I have to say, the 2 days I've spent here with Marcus and his team, it's just blown me away. It's a fantastic, life-changing, golf-changing experience where you'll spend time with this guy and you'll explore elements of the game that you've perhaps not done before. But above anything else, what I think you'll get from coming for the school with Marcus is you'll get a sense of what could be truly possible with your golf in the future. To me, it's really exciting that you could put a lot of patterns that have held you back for so long, explore some of your ideas and really start to play a game that perhaps at the moment you could only dream of. It's a very, very special 2 days.
Thanks, Carl. That means so much. That's a ringing endorsement. Very, very excited to come out and share this with you guys. So if you're interested, follow all the links. You can book in. There's some spaces still available, so jump in quick, and we look forward to seeing you in Utah.
What would you have done, Matt, when you were playing?
where you warmed up and you noticed a certain shape going on that you weren't happy with? How would you adapt to that?
Yeah, brilliant question. And in a professional tournament, you might be able to. In a professional tournament, you can't change your tee time, so that time is not going away. So the clock's coming down all the time, and that's where the mental battle of a warm-up comes. And that's where you've got to be strong, because you can't carry on hitting balls. You know, you might ring your mate and say, "Oh, I'll tell you what, we'll play 30 minutes later." It's not really helping you. You need to get into a mentality where if you're playing at that time, no matter what, don't let this determine what you're going to do out there. I thought of a scenario where I remember being at a BMW Open in Germany. We've got caddies, so you got, you know, the top end. You've got everybody trying to get you going as good as you can before you go out. Same thing. I was hitting it awful on the range. The caddy's like, hit more balls, hit more balls. I said, I can't hit more balls. I need to putt, I need to chip, I need to grab a sandwich. He's like, no, you can't go out like that. And literally arguing on the range. And look, I had a really good day that day. I used to do well in that tournament, but the caddy, it's very hard for somebody else to break into the mentality you're in. You've got to have that strength where, you know, where your mate might say, common frail, you can't finish on that one. Well, you know, if you've got a tee time, you've got no choice. There's some point you've got to leave. You can't keep dragging. And we chat about dragging balls all the time, which is why we don't allow you guys to have a big pile like that. Even there, you know, I'm using strength where I'm just not dragging them to warm up, to hit balls. Again, I've stopped now, but you know, with my routine, I could get straight back to it. And that's more the mental battle of warming up. And what we're actually going to get you to do now for a couple of minutes is just literally get the club on the ball in the middle as quick as you can.
Somebody said to me 30 years ago, and it stuck with me forever, that the idea that what we fall into the trap of is that we think, if we look at, if this is the past here, we think the past is going to equal the future. In the sense that we think that we're on the range, if we hit it bad on the range, we think it's going to go into the future. Does it? You know, how many times have you warmed up really well and you played crap on the course? Yeah. You've also had the other, you'll have had it many times in your career where the warm-up wasn't great and you actually play all right. So instead of playing golf from the past, where we think the past is going to equal the future, it's actually playing golf from the future, in the sense that you go out and you play golf. And I call it the art of the possible. You know, if you stand on that first tee, is it possible you could hit a good shot? Yes. It's possible. Yeah. Is it guaranteed? No. But don't let the past dictate what's going to happen. Yeah.
You know, we're going to a few quick balls now, but I mean, what we design these things with precision, and with us playing today, we find success with good groups. You guys are a good group, and we just ask for some experimentation and some belief. You know, let's try some shots. All right, you're not gonna judge scores or anything today, but let's just get some strikes. Let's play some draws. Try something that you've come what you can't do. Whether it's whatever words it is, draw, consistency. We pick up on all these words, but really just want you to go a little bit childlike now. And if one goes off, yeah, we'll tell you why it's gone off and what you need to work on, and that's where we'll get more out of, well, the most out of the days. That's what we try and do with you guys, and there'll be some good shots out there. And there's nothing better than watching groups celebrate, because you've trained, you'll find yourself in groups where you've been along the line. We see it all the time, and we'd just love to see people trying it on, and then you're saying, yeah, I saw you do that on the range, and yeah, I saw you there, and then you're right there, and that's what we're after on the course today.
Have fun.
The art of the possible. Just hit a few then, just loosen up, warm up, and then we'll get on the golf course.
Go on. No, don't forget the glove, just go and hit a draw. You don't need it. Look at that.
Golf shot.
Try. It's brilliant. To say you've never drawn it before. Never. The thing is, Steve, you've got to drop these almost attachments that you've got to prepare. I'm not saying don't wear a glove. Of course, yes. Wear a glove, but to go and practice when you're in the moment, recognise the importance of that moment where you're in that state. It's like, I need to hit a golf ball. It's not. irrelevant of whether I've got a glove or not. It's like I've got the feeling, because it's all sensory based, it's emotional. It's like go and explore it now and enjoy it instead of constraining yourself. I've got to have this, I've got to have that. Protocols in place, which is just building up this almost nervous tension to something like it's a grand performance when it's just hitting a golf ball. There's another one, and actually just go and enjoy hitting it at this moment in time. And then put a glove on in 2 or 3 shots time when your hand gets a bit slippy. For it. So you don't need to dress it up in protocol and regimen.
You think that's pardon?
Now put your glove on.
Now put the glove on. Yeah, can I?
If that works.
Yeah, see if that works.
With your right elbow and sort that grip out. Just all that needs is a face that's rotating earlier now. Let you use your release. Release the beast. Get that face closing. Shut the face.
No, they're all going over there.
Tell you what, you've got a leap of faith, haven't you, there? Oh, Steve, stop it.
Yeah.
That's it, that left side there. That's it, Richard. Just a quick one, guys. Just to help with your recalibration a little bit, because if you're drawing a bit, because something that was happening with Ian as well earlier when he was struggling to separate the movement of the board, the swinging of the club, and now it's like totally different. His lead side, and he's got a low point that's further forward. When your low point's further forward, you're swinging into out because you're catching the ball. If you've moved your low point forward, guys, you're now hitting the golf ball on this part of the arc. So as long as you're letting that face close, it's a draw. You're not having to try and draw it. You shouldn't have to try and have to whip it inside and loop it and do all this business to try and get a draw. Moving your low point forward builds a natural draw. And then you can orientate yourself right or left to move that into a fade if you want. When you're now shifting so early and the player's going to draw, it's allowing the club to swing out. So right, notice where this is swinging out. Stand, look at this. This here feels like it's miles. I'm not going to the target, I'm going right. But in a split second, it's here. And it's releasing. So at this moment in time, it might feel like it's pointing over there, and you're swinging on these are narrow fairways, but you might feel like your golf swing's going out towards those trees. But in a split second, it's marginally right of where you intend it to, of where straight is. But you're going to recognise how far right it is down here relative to what it feels like here. So it'll be like, yes, I know, I might feel way right. That doesn't mean I'm going to swing out there because you're rotating, and now it's going to be just maybe 2 or 3 degrees right.